What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fragrance. Today, we're going to keep it short and simple and to the point, and we're going to cover some fragrances that I just think are super worth picking up right now and that I think are fantastic no matter what your situation. These are all masculine fragrances, I would say, except with the exception of maybe one or two. But particularly, these are all that I come back to time and time again and that I highly recommend for one reason or another. Let's start it off. Terre d'Hermes Eau Givre. I have a lot of fragrances, so when I put a dent in a bottle of this size, that means it is really, really good, or at least it means that I really, really like it. I really like this kind of brushed glass on the end. It's like sanded glass, really cool kind of look. I think there's one or two newer versions or newer iterations of the Terre d'Hermes DNA, but this one came out fairly recently, a couple years ago. And oh my God, I mean, it just smells so good. Just crisp, super crisp, orange rind, some citrus, so much citrus, not some, so much citrus, mixed with this mineralic nature, a little bit of herbaceousness too. Super clean, super sophisticated, can dress this up, can dress this down. It kind of just does everything. If I just want a dumb reach sort of fragrance, this is what I've been reaching for. Fantastic. Also, pretty cool design. The bottle unscrews, which I really wish more fragrances did this. I don't know. I like that it does it. And if I need to, I could refill it when it comes out. So anyway, Terre d'Hermes Eau Givre. Eau de Parfum. The next one that we're going to talk about is this bad boy, Dior Homme Intense. I've put like a decent little dent in this bottle. The reason that it's only a smallish dent is because, frankly, I don't think there's as many situations that I can wear this as I can wear something like Eau Givre. The reason being is that this is just a really strong, powerful fragrance. Could disagree, but in my experience, usually when I wear this and I put on more than 4 sprays, people are get a little choked out by it. Frankly, I think three or four max is kind of like the golden amount to use with this. Love the way the bottle looks. I love the extended sort of straw cap that extends all the way down into the bottle. Atomizer's decent on it. I'm not going to spray it because then the whole rest of the review I'm just going to be smelling this. But it just has this beautiful makeup-y iris note mixed in with this one really evolves. So when you first spray it on, I get a huge blast of that iris, and then maybe an hour in, and then going forward throughout the rest of the life, this is a freaking long-lasting fragrance, like 8 hours for me, which is really good for me because my skin burns through fragrance. And like towards the mid to the end of the fragrance, it starts evolving into this more, I don't want to say vanilla, but sweeter, more sensual sort of scent. That makeup-iness sort of fades into the background and lets these sweet notes, these sugary notes sort of play off a bit more, but there's this level of warmth, this like incensey warmth that's also in there. It's so good. I mean, the iris is still there the whole time, but it's not, it goes from like a super powdery to a more sugary, creamy iris towards the end. I even get a little touch of vanilla and tobacco, even though I don't even know if those are in there, but a little bit. It's just so good. And honestly, the price hasn't gone up on this as much as I kind of thought it would over time, because I don't know if they still make this formulation of Dior Homme Intense anymore, but this is definitely not like the new Dior Homme. Really worth picking up. And it's great for wintertime. It's going to start getting a lot more use out of me once it gets colder out. All right, next up, we're going to have 3 NISHANEs in a row. I love all of these fragrances. First off, NISHANE Hasivat. By the way, quick disclaimer on NISHANE. These fragrances, they are expensive. And by expensive, I mean, they're over $100, even at a discounter. But I got to say, for the price ratio to the quality that you're getting with these, I don't think there's any, and this is this is my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think there's any brand that's currently out on the market that gives you the value. And technically, NISHANE is not the one giving you the value because it's the discounters. But if you can get these at a discounter, bar none, it's the best value I think there is in perfumery right now, because these fragrances are so good that I think it's like you're not even losing. You're making a good buy if you buy it for retail. It's just that you can find them for a discount, sometimes pretty steep one, and they're so worth it at that price. These fragrances are amazing. So Hasivat, it's like an Aventus style fragrance, but really, I think that a lot of that is hype, and people mirroring what other people say on the internet. Frankly, I don't get a whole lot of Aventus with this. Like, there is an element in there that smells a tiny bit like Aventus, but really what this is just a absolute oak moss and botanical herb bomb. And it smells so freaking good. It's super fresh, yet very spicy. For some reason, I can't describe it. It reminds me of Yosemite when I spray this on. I used to go a lot as a kid. And it's just, I don't know, it evokes that feeling of being out in the woods with the dust kind of coming up, campfires going around, lots of trees, lots of greenery. It smells so freaking good, and the spiciness just comes in and kicks your ass. And it's a freaking powerful fragrance, 8 hours at least. It's an extrait de parfum. This is a 50 ml. I think this can be had for around $110. Totally worth it if you have the money to burn. Another amazing fragrance from NISHANE, Wulong Sha. This is a green tea and bergamot dominant fragrance. There's also really nice, light, clean white musk and some fig, a very fresh green fig. This is so good. This is one of their freshest fragrances, I feel like, if not the freshest to me. And it's just freaking amazing. It smells so good, clean, and honestly like natural. It just smells like a very naturally derived fragrance, even though I'm sure it's not. You got to smell it. You got to put your nose on it at least once. That fresh tea note is just absolutely insane. Tea note, orange blossom, bergamot, fan-freaking-tastic. A little bit of that fresh fig. This is freaking summer in a bottle. It's so good. So good. Recommend picking that one up. Last of the NISHANEs, my favorite, I think, although I gotta say Wulong Cha is coming pretty close to taking the cake on this one, but still probably my favorite. Ani, actually discovered this one through, I think it was Justin Copeland and his channel, and then later the TLTG reviews channel, because they were talking about NISHANE a lot before I really started getting into the brand. I gotta say, this is an absolute showstopper fragrance. It's the best vanilla fragrance that I have in my collection. Now, I don't have a ton of vanilla fragrances. I've smelled a lot, but I don't own a lot of them. And frankly, I think a lot of that is because I just don't think any of them really hold a candle to this. I'm going to spray this one because it's just so good. This one right here, for the price that you can get the 100 ml, which I think is like $130 at discounters, there's no better fragrance for the money. It's the best vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled. Baby Cat is also very good. It comes kind of close, but it doesn't take this. This is just absolutely insane. Beautiful, beautiful vanilla mixed with a lot of cedar. It's a very woody, spicy, beautifully done, creamy vanilla. It's so good. It's so seductive. It's so good for the cold weather. Don't wear this in the warm weather. At least I wouldn't. But it's just absolutely incredible. I think you should smell it. If you like the vanilla style fragrances, you're going to freaking love this. If you don't, I'd be pretty shocked because it's like a damn near a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's so good. And for the price, so worth it. All right, last one. Going back into designer territory, I know we had a lot of NISHANE, but back to the designer, probably one of my favorite top 5 fragrances of all time, Dolce & Gabbana The One. This is just the EDT. I actually do really want to get my nose on the newest iteration of The One that Gabbana recently released. But in my opinion, all of them in the line, this, the EDP, and hopefully the new one, but to be determined on that. It's just absolutely amazing scent. This is good for fall, winter, colder days in spring. It just works for pretty much everything. Date nights, to the office. It's so mass appealing and it's so unique. I just like, the thing I love about this, especially for the price that you can get it at, which is like sub $50 for the 100 ml. Oh my God. It's just absolutely insane. I mean, the performance, people always complain about the performance on this. Who cares? You just either bring a little bit with you, bring the bottle with you and you reapply throughout the day. Or if you don't want to do that, you just deal with like kind of a skin scent later in the day. You don't need to smell really strong the entire day. I think this is a perfect date night fragrance as well, which is kind of what it's really well known for. And in that circumstance, you don't want something to be cloying people out. And even in the office, you don't want something to be cloying people out. But I'll tell you what, you're going to smell this on you and you're going to smell and feel freaking amazing, because this fragrance just brings me to a happy place and it smells absolutely fantastic. Tobacco, sweet kind of vanilla notes going on in here, a little bit of booziness. Oh man, it's just so good. Some aromatics, some spiciness. It like teleports me. It makes me think I'm on like having a vacation and there's like a little cozy fireplace going around and I'm looking out and the ocean's right there. It's just so good. Like you're cozied up in a sweater. You got your loved one around your shoulder, wrapped up, all cozied, and it just smells fantastic. I think there's some woody notes in here too. I'm not going to pull up the fragrance notes on this, but I'm pretty sure there is some woodiness and some more incensey style notes. But it's just a kind of creamy tobacco, sweet. I don't want to say it's like kind of on the verge of a little bit powdery, but it's just effortlessly blended and it smells freaking fantastic. You know what? We're pulling up the notes. The One. Yep, tobacco, cedar, amber, cardamom, ginger, basil, grapefruit. Don't get the grapefruit note. But yeah, the spiciness, just a little bit of that ginger, a little bit of tobacco, those incensey notes just come together for this beautiful, warm, sweet concoction that smells absolutely fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Not to mention that I actually think for a designer, the bottle looks beautiful. This cap is really heavy and it's really pretty and it goes right on. Atomizer's not the best, but it is what it is and it's a cheap fragrance. So for the money, I mean, if this ever got discontinued, I think people would be paying hundreds of dollars to get a bottle of this because that's how good the scent is. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something useful out of that. And hopefully you get a chance to put your nose on some of these because these have been some of my favorites for the last couple months. And I'm going to keep wearing them throughout the rest of the year. Anyway, cheers, guys. I will see you in another one.